Welcome to the BuildHERS Club podcast. We're here to bring you real conversations and fresh insights from a woman's perspective in the construction industry.
Each episode will sit down with incredible guests, female builders, designers, business owners, and industry leaders to talk about the challenges, successes, and experiences that shape our careers.
Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out or simply curious about the industry, this is your space to learn, be inspired, and connect with a community of strong, trailblazing women. Welcome back to the BuildHERS podcast, where we celebrate women who have helped shape the construction industry, often by simply staying, leading, and paving the way for those who come after them.
Today, we're honored to be joined by Amy Burns, a seasoned professional with over 30 years in the construction industry.
She started at the age of 10, just so y'all know.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Currently working at Kohler, Amy's career spans decades of change, growth, and evolution, both personally and across the industry itself. This episode is about longevity, leadership, and what it truly takes to build a lasting career in construction as a woman. From navigating a male-dominated field to adapting to new technologies, teams, and expectations, Amy brings perspective that can only come from experience.
So whether you're just starting out or wondering what a long-term future in construction can look like, this conversation offers insight, encouragement, and wisdom you don't want to miss. So let's get into it. Zanika, let's introduce Amy.
Oh my goodness, I'm super excited you're here. I need a little hand. I need a little, oh my goodness.
I don't get a touchy.
Oh, here, through me.
We can hold the little say on for you.
We're a little silly today. No, super excited you're here. I'll be official though with your bio. Amy Burns, with 35 years of experience in the construction industry across the DFW Metroplex, Amy brings deep expertise, leadership, and a lifelong passion for building. Throughout her career, she has been recognized for her commitment and impact, earning Associate of the Year honors twice from the Greater Fort Worth Builders Association and receiving the prestigious Associate of the Year award at the state level from the Texas Association of Builders. Wow. Mm-hmm. Amy is deeply engaged in industry leadership, serving on multiple committees and councils within the Greater Fort Worth Builders Association as both a leader and an active member. At the state level, she also serves on several committees and councils for the Texas Association of Builders. She currently serves as vice chair of the Texas Association of Builders Professional Women in Building Council and is slated to lead the organization as chair in 2027. Whoop. Driven by the belief that there is always room to grow, Amy's personal goal is to be better tomorrow than she is today. She genuinely loves what she gets to do every day and is passionate about making a lasting impact on the construction industry and those within it.
Welcome, Amy.
Yeah,
thank
so
you.
excited
Thanks
to
for having
have
me.
you.
Thanks for having me.
So how did you get started in this lovely world of construction?
Selling toilets. Yeah.
The toilet queen.
So
She sells thrones.
Yeah. And nobody says in third grade, I'm going to sell toilets.
No.
I mean, show me that third grader. Actually, I was working at Home Depot in the plumbing department in 1992. Before some people listening were probably born. But anyway, and I was working there and putting up stock one day, and one of the, actually, and of all things, you know how there's a big circle, my Kohler rep said, "Oh, I think I want you to go to work with my husband's company. You're so good." And I'm like, "Oh, girl, I'm fine." I'm like, "I've got insurance. I'm making $20,000 a year." I'm like, I'm good. I'm like, I'm set. And long story short, there you go. 1992, I started with Ferguson and the Denton showroom of all things, a little small hole in the wall. So if you want to get thrown into the dirty side of the construction industry, work up at a small little hole in the wall in Denton, Texas. And
Is it still there?
It is still there.
Oh.
I think it's remodeled a little bit.
Probably.
Maybe not the same carpet, I hope.
Right.
But, you know, it's definitely had a little showroom. And then, I mean, I could say the rest is all history, but it just continues to evolve.
Is that the Ferguson you met that you worked with Emily at?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
No, she was Fort Worth.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
got it. Okay.
She was Fort Worth.
Then you went to Ferguson.
I did.
And then just kind of built your career.
I did.
Okay.
And learned a lot along the way.
How long were you there?
I was at Ferguson 11 years.
Wow.
Till 2002, for 10 years. And then at 2002, I went to work for a mom and pop plumbing supply company, and then was there until 2012. And then 2012 went to Reese, Morrison at the time, and worked there until COVID hit. And everybody decides to uproot their life and let's change. And I thought I was going to retire. And, you know.
I think we all thought we were going to retire in 2020. I don't think any of us expected life to go on. Right. I remember like literally that's when I started the charity because I was like, well, if we're going to go under, let's go under and give our money away. Right. Because nobody called for 2 weeks.
Nope. Right.
Yeah.
And so we started a charity and then we just got slammed because everybody stayed home and wanted to remodel their backyard.
Yeah. And we all thought, even in this industry, we all thought, hey, we're going to be great. Everybody's going to remodel. They're going to stay where they're at.
Yeah.
Sales are going to go up. And then they didn't.
Yeah. But then it came back with a bang.
It did.
It came back with a bang.
It paid off to hang in there.
Yeah. About 6 months it took. And then the building industry just went nuts.
Yep. Absolutely did. Absolutely.
What is something you would tell yourself back then? Like entering in the construction industry and like what is something like after all these years of experience and like
to hang in there.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
So how did you hang in there though? Like what life skills did you develop? I know you had to develop a very tough skin.
You do. You have to develop tough skin. And I raised 2 girls and had a family all at the same time that you're doing these great things in your career. Tough skin is probably really good. You have to work twice as hard.
Mm-hmm.
You have to work twice as long.
Mm-hmm.
When you ask what would I tell my younger self, I think I did what I would tell my younger self, which was, don't stop at 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't want anybody to work until late hours, but we have to work twice as hard. So we only have a short amount of time that other people are paying attention to us during those hours. So it definitely don't give up and hang in there and keep going. And just when you think, oh, I'm done, don't be done.
Right.
Go to the next step, do the extra thing. That's probably the biggest thing. And it's kind of like what you read a minute ago. I mean, I want to be better tomorrow than I am today.
Right.
And that was then too. So if you can learn something, and that may be learning a new word, learning somebody new or you met somebody new through the industry. And I joke, I know so many people in this industry, but another thing that I would tell my younger self is meet more people.
Yeah.
Develop that, what do we call it?
Your network.
They're your network. Yep. Develop your network. Yep. Even if, and I tell these to all these girls all the time on LinkedIn.
Me too.
Every time you meet somebody, you go to LinkedIn and you connect with them. Just connect, build that whole network in there, because you never know when somebody's going to post a job that you may want, or somebody posts an article that you're like, oh my gosh, that spoke to me. Like there's so much
absolutely
that you can learn off of, especially I feel LinkedIn
LinkedIn is definitely keep it professional.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's why we all have social media, but I do think of LinkedIn as social media, but it's our network. It's the professional.
It's a business network. So if you have a business aspect to say, by all means, but it's business. Yeah, it's not a place to post personal.
Absolutely.
Air out personal laundry for sure.
Yeah.
So when you look back, what stands out most about your early years?
I will tell you, it's the friendships. Okay. I know it's something that it keeps you going. It's
men or women
or both.
Both.
Okay.
I give a lot of credit to someone that got me involved in the Builders Association back in the late 90s. And
who was that?
Leanne Hodnett.
Okay.
She said, oh, come to this meeting. It was out in Parker County. I'm like, I don't know about this.
That's way far.
It's a big commitment. I'm like, it's a big commitment to go to a meeting. But anyway, so I did. I went, and we're still friends today. But the friendships and the relationships that opened up, like even just staying up to date, like up to date with what's going on in the industry, staying up to date with the builders, staying up to date with, what codes have changed. It really gave me an insight to not just the plumbing world, which is the world that I live in. It was the whole building construction industry. And it's those relationships that I built there that I lean on still today. Right. It's the builders that you can call and talk to. It's the Zanicas you can pick up the phone and, call and talk to then. It's all of those friendships, relationships. it's not just me that has had such a great career. I would say it's everybody around me. I mean, it's because I didn't do it by myself. It took a lot of teamwork and a lot of relationships to do that. So I would tell, and again, back to that younger self, meet more people, build your network, build those relationships, because that's what it's all about. It's not about sales or anything like that. If you've done the relationships right, then the sales will come.
Right. Well, and sales is relationship building.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Right. You have to build that relationship for somebody to trust you to sell them something.
Absolutely.
So if you're going to be successful at it anyway.
Right. Yep. They definitely have to trust you. Yeah. Agree.
That's the only thing that I like about sales is the relationship part of it.
Right.
My aunt for forever, she was like, you have to be in sales. You have to be in sales. And I'm like, no, I don't like the hard sell. I don't like being pushed.
Yeah, me either.
She's like, no, but it's not about that. It's about relationships. And it truly is.
Yes,
it is.
And once you like learn that, like the sales just like kind of comes with it.
Well, and it doesn't matter what you're selling. We're
No,
all
it
selling
doesn't.
boxes.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just different what's in them.
It's
100%.
True.
Yeah.
Cars, house is a box.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
everything comes in a box. It's just
Right.
different what's in them. So,
Right. 100%.
and it's all based on relationships.
Yeah.
Like I would think that once a salesperson, you can sell anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it just changes
Yeah.
what it is, what's inside the box.
Right. And it's really yourself, right? Like they want to buy from Amy Burns because they
Right.
like Amy Burns.
People buy from
they trust,
people.
they trust,
That's right.
and they relate to, and they can count on, and that are gonna, you're gonna pick up your phone and all the
especially
things.
in this industry where you have your customers are long term for years. It isn't just selling to one customer and you never see them again, right?
Right.
You're selling on the back end to the builders
Mhm.
that you're developing these long term relationships with.
Right.
You're not just selling one product and leaving.
Right.
Right.
So it is very much relationship building in our industry.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it is. Yeah, definitely.
Did you ever imagine that you would have a career this long in the
No, I in my wildest dreams would have never thought that I would be in the plumbing industry. The construction, like you always, I mean, you think of builders when you think of like, oh, I could do that, or a doctor or attorney. You really don't think that you're going to be a salesperson in plumbing.
Woohoo, right.
For 35 years.
Did you ever think about becoming a plumber in any time? No, that was not your thing.
My
Okay.
first husband was a plumber, and so yeah. I mean, it definitely not on. And there was at my Ferguson in Denton when I first started there was one female plumber. I'm like, you go, girl.
Really, back in '92,
Mhm.
that's
That's
impressive.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and she was good. Like she knew her stuff.
Oh yeah, she had to work twice as hard to
she did.
prove herself. Yep.
Exactly. Which I mean, that's
Yeah.
and you still have to do that
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
All those young people in the industry work twice as hard.
What lessons did experience teach you that time alone could not?
I would have to say that you just have to do it. There's street smart and book smart. So you could sit and read books on how to do it and how to sell, and you could read books about how to install a toilet or how to sell a toilet, and they teach you all of the things about the product. But until you get out there and do it, until you make your first cold call or until you sell your first, master bathroom or primary bathroom, you have to do it.
Yeah.
You have to be street smart
Yeah.
because we can teach ourselves everything we need to know,
Yeah.
but then we have to go out there and do it. So that's probably the biggest experience and it's kind of hard because time and experience kind of go hand in hand because the more time you get under your belt, the more experience you come. But the
Right.
first part is you just have to do it.
Yeah.
So tell us about your first experience then selling like your first big. Like how did that feel, and what was it?
No, that's okay. I would have to probably say Key Custom Homes was one of my big
Was it?
builders up in Denton. And the designer there, they had a designer on staff, and she would always come in with her clients. And I'm telling you, made the whole consultation so much easier. But yeah, I mean, that was probably the biggest customers. I mean, Denton was kind of small in '92, so that was probably the biggest customer, and for them to have a designer that kind of helped you,
Right.
which they were kind of designing, and you're just over there taking notes. I mean, so that was the easy part. I I don't know if that was the biggest, first time, but it was probably, as far as memories, that was probably, did that
A big one.
a
that
lot.
stood-
Yeah. A lot of customers.
Did you ever get nervous when people would come in and ask for whatever, and you're like, in the beginning years, like you didn't really know or not really?
Well, so working at Home Depot, you probably knew all the pieces and parts that went into it, right?
You did what, like we call it pretty plumbing, and then there's the dirty plumbing.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you did, I guess I could say I did have some, if there was something that I didn't know the answer to, I don't want to say you fake it till you make it, but you just say, oh, okay, and you write it down.
And then you go learn.
Especially when you have to build that custom shower. Don't let them think that you don't know how to build that custom shower.
Oh, yeah.
You write everything down, and they think that you're writing down what you need.
Yeah.
And I used to always tell people, you tell me what you need, I'll make it work.
Yep.
You tell me what because that way you're not saying, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go look it up.
That's smart.
But you tell me what you need and I'll make it work.
Yep. Okay, and then you can always go back and say, well, this won't work because of the situation and explain it to them once you kind of,
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, I had to do the same thing. I had to go home and study, like they were, I'm at exterior talking about headers, and I had no idea what a header was the first time I went out there and was trying to learn with, oh my gosh.
But you didn't let them know you didn't know what it was.
No.
Yeah. See?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. I had to go home and look up what that was.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which sounds funny. You would think that you would know something like that because it's very simple, but when you're not in that business,
when you're not in,
know.
I mean, we could step into the lighting world and.
Well, first of all, y'all talk about plumbing and it's like Greek for me over here, right?
It's my favorite thing to talk about.
Exactly. And so I'm just like, but I could do exterior. We all have our little niche of where we're at,
And that's why you build that network.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think if we had a network, we could all, we could all be builders together.
Oh, we totally.
Oh, we could.
Yeah.
Haven't we talked about that before?
We could get the PWBs in Texas together and build our own home.
Would that not be?
I think we needed to figure that out.
It would be amazing. We should do it for Operation Finally Home.
Oh, I
Would that be
love
amazing?
that.
We should build our own house.
Yeah.
I mean, we all have it.
Yeah.
We all have each little
segment.
Yeah. 2030.
Can we do that?
No, we have to talk to them.
2030.
We'd have to put it together.
2030. Mark
That's
it.
4 years.
Mark it down, sister.
4 years from today.
That'd be amazing.
We'll be
I
talking
love
again
it.
in 2030.
And I think we'd have a lot of people who'd want to help us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Well, and if it's for Operation Finally Home, people donate their time and donate
for
the products and everything. So it'd be nothing we'd make money for. It'd be for charity. And I think people would really be into something like that.
I love that. Okay, that's happening. Put that on the list.
Okay. It's on the list.
Okay.
I think I have
Right
a
here.
contact at Operation Finally Home. I have to get his name.
Oh, the one we're building right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, no, the gentleman's name that works at Operation Finally Home.
Oh, I can get you that.
Yeah, we donated a few dollars to them back for the Builders Association for one of the poker tournaments that we ran.
Oh, no.
Okay.
And
Sheena Beaver works there now.
oh, she does.
Yes.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yes.
See,
Yep.
see,
Mhm.
like
I
we
know.
have connections.
I
everywhere.
know, right?
It's that network.
That's
I know.
a huge in
I
right
love
there.
It.
It
I
is.
think that's part of what I love most about this industry. Well, as people.
Yeah.
So awesome.
So when did y'all start the podcast?
Our first one was March of last year.
March of last year.
So do you remember where we saw each other the first time in 25?
At the Builder Show in Vegas. And we were
Yes.
walking,
We were walking
down
down
the
the
hall
Yes.
to go to the PWB meeting.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we got our picture.
And think about that. That wasn't even here.
Right.
That was in Las Vegas.
Right.
And to
February
think
last
that
year.
you saw somebody from your network out of town at a builder show. So that tells you how strong this market is.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a very small community, but it's a large community, but it's a small community, if that makes sense. You know what I
is.
mean? Like we all know each other, who we are.
Yeah.
And if we don't know you, we've heard of you.
Yeah.
You know?
And the second we saw you, I felt like I was at home. I was like, Amy, yes.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I mean, because it's like your friends. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, there they are.
yeah,
Now,
we're in Vegas, but
I was
you know.
walking by myself and I'm like, okay, I'm a little late Larry over here. I'm running to the PWB meeting and it was like, okay, now I can, walk in with my friends
Yes.
rather
Yeah,
than walking in.
exactly.
Oh,
by
we had a
yourself.
whole wall of Texans.
I know.
We did.
It was
And
amazing.
Houston
You were
won.
so
Yeah.
cute. You were sharing the
Oh, the little
pins.
pins.
The pins.
Yes.
Yes, but more importantly, Houston won.
Houston won Council of the Year, and
Yes.
this year
You guys are up for Council of the Year.
Fort Worth is up for Council of the Year.
Very excited about
And I'm
that.
channeling it. Like
Next-
I am. It's gonna.
What is today? Today's Monday, right?
Yes.
Next Monday,
We'll
We'll find out,
We will find out.
and we'll
Yep.
be cheering you on
Yeah.
right
Oh, we'll
next
be there
to
with
you.
our sparkly boots.
Yep.
Let me tell you.
Yes.
Also, women in construction. We the president or the chair, I guess is what they call it, of NAHB PWB is Fort Worth Heather Lamanak.
That's right.
She'll be installed on Monday
Yes.
as well. So
Yay,
think about the powerhouse that's sitting right here in DFW.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
not just
exciting.
DFW alone, but just in Texas, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like we really
We can't forget our southern friends.
I know.
Oh no. Like
They're so
seriously, Texas is a powerhouse in building, period.
Yeah.
It is.
Everybody's moving here
Everybody wants
because
to
we're
live here.
so amazing.
Yes, we are.
We are amazing.
We're very proud. We're
Yeah.
very
We're very
Texas
proud of it.
proud.
Yes.
We
We
were
are.
talking about that like last show or something about how we don't call ourselves Southern. We're Texan.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's a difference.
Yep.
And nothing against Southern
right.
people. We love Southern
Yeah,
people.
right.
And we are.
We love everybody.
We do love everybody. But
Even our
that's,
Northerners.
but that's why
Especially
Texans
Montana.
are so awesome because we do love
Yeah, we
everybody.
do. Yeah.
Well, and everybody. Yeah, my dad used to say, he goes, there's two kinds of people in the world. There's Texans, and then there's all them other people. But it's kind of true, but we're so welcoming to them here.
Yes.
We want everybody, come.
Yes.
Yeah, come
Come
And
live
it's
here.
known worldwide. I'm not kidding. Worldwide. Because I was telling the story. It was in Ireland. And the first thing they asked was, where am I from? And when I said Texas, they were like, oh my God, Texas, how's the barbecue? Like barbecue is like what we're, that and it was Hurricane Harvey had just happened. And so they saw how Texas came together and just it was so different from Hurricane Katrina, how that happened, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And how we just came together as Texans and we were like, nope, we got this. You know, it's on us. And they were just so impressed.
Oh.
But even across, I mean, I've been to several countries. They're just like, oh, you're from Texas.
You're from Texas.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, you can't say that. I'm like,
Right.
no offense to Rhode Island, but you can't go, well, I'm from Rhode Island.
No,
Or-
you
I
can say
know.
New York.
You can say
People
New
know
York.
New
People know
York.
where New York
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, all that show. They're never in contention. It was do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
I'm sorry. I like trail off
That's
like on a Seinfeld episode. Do you ever watch Seinfeld?
I did back in the
Okay.
day.
Anyways, there's
All I
this-
remember is they had that, that
Jerry's
that
about
toilet that you could never. I mean, the toilet and the pedestal and it was just kind of up against the wall. It's in the Seinfeld
how do
Hall of Fame.
all the sitcoms.
Yeah.
I mean, all the shows, series,
Yeah.
whatever
Right.
it's called. There's that pedestal and toilet that is up against the wall that
how
doesn't work.
funny.
Right.
But it's like,
but it's all,
But it's
there.
always there.
It's always
It's
there.
a staple.
And the door's always open.
Maybe that's why I'm drawn to that because of the plumbing. I'm
The
just kidding.
I could sit here and tell you, like
That's hilarious.
sleeping with the enemy, what tub she was laying in.
that is
You
Like, it's
do
so
look at stuff.
amazing.
You do look at
You do,
like,
yes.
you probably
I do
look
it
at
all
outdoor
outdoor living,
You look at all the outdoor stuff when you scan. a house.
Absolutely. They did. It was one of the Beverly Hills wives, whatever, had their backyard and they had a motorized screen. We're like, oh, motorized screen.
So I'm like, you get excited. Like at
Exactly.
restaurants, you're like, I'm going to go
Yes.
to the restroom.
I've
You know,
never.
you're like, did you see that faucet?
Oh, and then I'm like looking for the water heater. I'm like, what is wrong with me? I'm like, what kind of water heater do they use? Is it like tank or tankless? Like what? Like
Yeah.
so ridiculous.
It's sad.
Okay.
But yes. we
Okay,
do.
I do want to ask you this. How has the experience of being a woman in construction changed throughout your career?
This episode is sponsored by Moore Supply Duncanville, a trusted name in plumbing solutions across Texas. Whether you're managing a job site, running a business, or dealing with last-minute challenges, Moore Supply Duncanville is there for their contractors when it matters most, especially in those pinch point moments when time is tight and answers are needed fast. From pipes, valves, and fittings to essential products that keeps jobs moving, their locally stocked inventory and knowledgeable teams help you stay on schedule without missing a beat. Visit mooresupply.duncanville.com to learn more. Moore Supply Duncanville, dependable service and built for the trades.
At first, it was really hard. It was, like you said, you have to work twice as hard. I guess it's a little bit easier now. I think because of the awareness of like professional women in building. I mean, it's only been around since 2018 or 2019 here in Texas. What y'all are doing, the initiative there. I think there's more awareness around women in construction now. And we have become the powerhouse. There are a lot of more women builders. There's women plumbers. There's women electricians. And we need more of that. We need more of the trades to be females to come up in the world. So I think that's kind of it. It's getting better. There's still a lot of work to do and a lot more adventures ahead for women, I think. But I think it's never something that I've been like, oh, I can't do that. Right.
Yeah.
I'm not up for that challenge.
Right.
Because I want to take on the challenge. I wanna
Right.
be-
Say no to me. See
Yeah.
what happens.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I will prove you wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll do it.
I don't ever hear that word.
Thrice
no.
is better
Yeah.
or
I don't-
whatever.
I don't
that.
either.
I'll do it 3 times.
Would you
is
say
better.
yes?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
I heard yes.
I heard yes. I heard what time can we meet, tomorrow to discuss the plans.
Right,
Yeah, that's exactly what I
right.
heard. Yeah. Don't ever hear that word no, but yeah.
Never.
So what you're saying is there's a chance.
There's a chance. There's always a chance. There is always a chance.
It's all this 1 in a million talk.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Always a chance.
Okay.
So would you say that it's only been like the last probably 6 years that, I mean, you still have to face some barriers.
I do. There was
no matter how long
actually-
you've been in it.
Yeah. And there still is the gender, pay gap that will
Right.
always be there that we battle. I think there's still some out there. When did it get easier? Probably right before COVID. I would say 2018, 2019. It was almost like, I'm respected. Not that I would never, not that I was ever
But because of the
disrespected.
longevity
Right.
that you had in the
The
industry,
experience. Mhm.
your name was out there.
Yes. And it was the trust. I'm like, if I say I'm going to do it. That's what,
Yep.
and that was a big thing because a lot of people can talk, but
But don't back it up.
exactly. So that was a huge thing. If you say you're going to do it, back it up.
Yeah.
And that's when it probably changed. I would say 2018. And I learned that about myself too. It's like, okay, make sure that, you do what you say you're going to do,
Mhm.
follow through. And if you can do that and give it 100% every day, then the reward will come. The relationship or the networking.
I hope that the ladies are listening that we mentor the women in College for sure, but there's also other women that we mentor that they're newer to our industry and they're asking for all the tricks of the trade. And this is a perfect example of do what you say you're going to do.
Absolutely.
Just
Build a
the-
relationship.
Yeah, build a relationship, but build your book of business on LinkedIn. Like,
Mhm.
don't take any connection for granted.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
yeah.
And
because-
reach out to your connections on LinkedIn. Use those connections.
Mhm.
Ask them questions. You can private message them. I mean, I was so excited that I hit over 1,000 and I've been in the industry for so long and just now hit 1,000 people on LinkedIn. So, and I don't stop.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
keep reaching out to people and men and women.
Yes.
'Cause you can ask a man.
Well,
hey,
most of mine are men, which is funny
Yeah.
because being in custom, it was mostly men. There wasn't a whole lot of female builders, female trades.
Right.
Whereas in the volume building, which is more mass production of homes, you see a little bit more of that. So it was funny when we started this. She's like, "Well, do you know this person, this woman, and this woman?" And I'm like, "I know this guy."
Yeah. She was like, I don't know any of these women.
Yeah.
But she wasn't really working.
I wasn't
with
in that
them.
field,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So I was one of the only women on the job site,
Right.
for years.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it just
absolutely.
kind of really depends. And even on the commercial aspect, I think there's more women on a job site, depending on what you're doing within that commercial,
Yeah.
than there was on that custom side.
And back
So-
to those young, I'll call them mentees.
Mm.
I mean, and I know neither one of your days end at 5. As much as you,
Right.
you
So let's talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
Let's bring
Yes.
family perspective. You're
It's
raising
hard.
2 daughters.
I raised 2 daughters.
So where did you, because I know for me, I didn't set boundaries at the beginning, right? So I worked
I did.
through dinner,
Mm.
through, homework, through.
Missed a lot of dinners.
Yep.
Missed a lot of
Yep.
Trying to prove yourself.
birthdays.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. And so, and now I look back and I'm like, gosh, I wish I would have learned to do what I do now, which I do have set boundaries, right? There's between 5 and 9 is family time, non-negotiable. And then at 9, when everybody's winding down, I can go in the office and work, right? So I have 5 o'clock, it shuts off, 9 o'clock, I can pick it back up. And I learned that more when my daughter was born versus my middle son, which I feel I missed a few of his years in there because I wasn't present. I was there,
Right.
Yeah.
but I wasn't present.
Right.
So where do you feel that you kind of, because at the beginning, I don't think any of us had boundaries, right? Because we had to prove ourselves.
Yeah.
Where did you start making those boundaries and how did that affect your family life?
Sadly, not until I looked up and my youngest was in high school. And it was like, she grew up, and I had no boundaries. I worked until midnight, 1:00, 2:00 a.m. And because, again, I was a person of my word, I'm going to get that quote to you.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was hard. I missed out on a lot of things, and just basically spending time with her growing up. So my oldest one probably didn't see it as much because I was probably maybe around a little bit more, but she was older. So it was, yeah. And boundaries are hard. They're hard to place. I will say I love working for Kohler because the work-life balance.
Right.
I can set those boundaries and stick to them and still be there and be present in my marriage, which, I mean, I don't know if I can't even think back to if I was present. I mean, he would come in and he'd be like, it's tomorrow already. I'm like, oh, one more quote, just one more. Let me get one more email out. And then I'll come to bed. And it's like, it was never ending. It was a vicious cycle, I guess you could say, that you get stuck into. Right. And to think that I worked for Ferguson before I had Emily, my youngest, and then I stayed home with her for 18 months. And this industry just kind of sucks you back in. And I came back. I couldn't stay away from it. It was back to, what third grader says, I want to sell toilets right here.
Isn't that funny?
I'm like I loved it.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, there was no way I was going to get out of it. I mean, and I did. I stayed home with her. So I feel like that was a little bit of a boundary that I got to be with her fully and be in the 18 months. And then I remember I started back, part-time.
When she got bigger.
So you mentioned that working at Kohler, you have really good family life work balance. When you say that, do you feel that, like, from the top down, like, people aren't emailing, or if they are, they set it for the next day at 7? We talked about this at lunch, but, like, what are ways that are implemented that you feel helps with the work-life family balance?
So, I mean, yes, emails start about 7:30, 8 a.m. And there really are no emails after 5.
That's the same at Janice.
And on the weekends, there's no emails.
Oh.
So explain for people who don't know a little bit. So, and just to kind of clarify for me. So explain what Morrison is versus Kohler.
Okay. So Morrison Reese is a distributor.
Okay.
And Kohler is a manufacturer.
So the distributor has all the showrooms of the different manufacturers.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
And so I have 21 showrooms that I call on for Kohler. And
so
they're
Ferguson, Moore,
Reese, and Hajoka.
Oh, okay. You only have certain ones.
Yeah. So they're only the ones that, are Kohler partners. So Ferguson, all the Reese showrooms, all the Hajoka showrooms, which is Moore Supply, Facets, and then all of the Apex.
Right. Okay.
So those are the showrooms that I call on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and yes, within those showrooms, for people that aren't aware, they carry a variety of brands, and I'm just one of those. So again, want to be their favorite.
Right.
So that's another thing that people are like, oh, how did you do it? Or, how do you set the boundaries? How do you show up?
Right.
And that's not always a face-to-face. That could be an email. That could be answering the phone. That could be a text message, but you show up.
Right.
And that's what don't discount, it's a text message, I'll get back to it. I mean,
right. Well, now everything is through text message, so you can't.
Right. Pay attention to what you're doing in the meeting that you're in, but know that there is something waiting for you.
Yes.
It's always there.
Yes.
You can always work.
Well, and it's okay to say,
it is always there.
I'm in a meeting. I will get back to you.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong with setting that boundary.
Absolutely.
And then getting back to that person.
Yeah. As long as you say you do.
As women, we grow up, and when we have children, there's no getting back to your children.
No.
You got to get to them right now, right? So we're used to that. Oh my gosh, I'm not getting to everybody all at once. And then we burn ourselves out.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where the whole thing of, God first, family second, career third kind of comes in, where you've got to have that family time where you're 100% focused, and then have your career as the third. And I think when you can align those, and for me, that's how I've aligned it. And once I changed that, It was amazing. Oh my gosh, I even got free time in there to go get my nails done or just to sit and read a book, just to have quiet time.
Mhm.
I never had any of that because I never made time for it.
Right.
Mhm.
You
I
didn't
never
have those
set the boundaries of, okay, you know, this is, and once I did, I was so productive during those hours that was considered work. And then I was present for those times that was my family. And so it's one of the hardest things I think to do.
It is hard.
So moms, if you're out there still trying to figure it out, I think it took me till my daughter was like 5 or 6 for me to do it. And she's 10 years younger than my oldest one. So
Yeah. And my
You
youngest
know?
was in high school.
Oh, it
But
took me a
I would
bit.
suggest
it
do
took
it.
me a bit
Yeah.
Yes.
You
to figure it out.
You
Yep.
have to set those boundaries. And I was talking to a young mom, just had a baby last year, and you know the roles were reversed. And I was like, you know what? When you get home from work and you look down, she's the reason that you're working.
Mhm.
She's the reason that you get to go and work every day, and you get to come back to her. And that is, if you can look at your family like that,
Mhm.
they're the reason that you get to go out and do work, and then you get to come home.
right.
Because without them, you can't have the work, and without the work, you can't have them. So
Right.
it really does coincide with each other, which means they have to balance each
Right.
other.
And shutting it off, I think that's the hardest thing to do, especially if you have a home office. You know, mine's like a 30-second walk downstairs to
Yeah.
being mom. Right. And so I had to create, okay, so when I was done, I took the dogs for a walk.
That
And
was your
my
boundary.
Yep, that was my boundary. And then once I took the dogs for a walk, I could be in mom mode.
Yep.
So I had to create something that changed. I mean, a lot of times you have a drive home, right? So you can go into mom mode.
Yep.
But how many of us are working on the drive home?
Windshield.
So out.
There's no
Windshield
quiet time on that drive home anymore.
No, windshield time.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
your
There
windshield
used to
time.
be, but not anymore. So you've got to create that boundary of like, okay, the last 30 minutes, I'm not talking to anybody, or whatever that boundary is for you to get you out of that work mode to come in to be a mom. I think that's one of the most difficult life lessons I've ever had to learn.
Oh,
is
yeah.
that.
And being a parent, I mean, it's one of the hardest jobs. It's the most challenging job, but it's also the most rewarding.
It can be rewarding. Some days are not.
And they have to be. They have to be, so you're good on the great
Yes.
days.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yes.
it's the best job in the world.
Yes.
I mean, I say that I have the best job in the world. You know, like I think somebody asked me, you know, what does success look like for you? Like I'm living it. Like truly,
Right.
the work-life balance.
Yes. That is success to me.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
As you personally grow in your life.
And when you
have
feel
that.
okay about setting your phone down.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
When you feel
Oh,
okay,
yes.
you're okay with walking the dogs. You're like,
Yes.
that's your turn off. And that
takes a long time.
takes
to-
a long
Yep,
time
it
to get
does.
there.
Yes.
because you're
But once you do, it's such a game changer.
Oh.
Like it's
think
like
you-
you get this peace back or
Mhm.
something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
Sorry.
you feel
Go
the I think you feel the challenge as I'm going to say salesperson, but a young person in this industry. You feel the challenge that, oh well, so and so might have made that call, so I better make that call, or somebody might have gotten to it. I want people to have that drive, that to think that somebody's trying to do something that they should be doing, but you have to have that boundary, and I think that's what cuts off it's hard to put it down, but you have to. Success is knowing that you can put it down. You've done your best.
That's right.
And you're going to get back up the next day and do it.
Right.
100%. I love that definition of the work-life balance and having that. And I think we used to, as a society, I work 80 hours a week. Rock on. I'm
I
so
used to say that
cool,
same
right?
thing.
Like, we're the greatest. And I think as a society, we've kind of stopped glorifying that. And now it's becoming more work-life. I worked 40 hours this week and I spent this amount of time with my family. And now we're looking at it like, you go.
Mhm.
Like, so we've changed that. And I think we're still, as a society, have a lot to do
Oh, yes.
in that,
Agreed.
especially. I love the fact that husbands are now picking up some of the home duties, and that's becoming a normal now. And it used to be where mom did everything, right?
Mhm.
And so I think as a society, we're kind of flipping that trajectory of what that looks like, where we're now a team, It isn't just husband, wife does this, husband does that. They're a team.
Way.
And it should be.
It should be, but it wasn't.
But it was not.
Yeah.
I think we're raising generations now that have seen that.
Yeah.
And it's hard. It's hard to have, because you want to be present, but you also want to advance your career. And so when you have the support, and I did fortunately have the support of your family and your spouse, it's huge. It makes it easier.
Yes.
Doesn't make it easy. It just makes it easier. But it's definitely, you have to have that support.
Yes.
You have to have that back to your network. You have your work network, and then you have your home network.
Yep.
And you have to have that family. Yep. I call it work family and home family, but yeah, it's the same thing. You definitely have to have it.
And you have to shut the work out. You really do. Especially the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Don't text Sanica on the weekends.
Oh gosh. Whatever. I text her.
I
No,
do.
just kidding.
Yeah.
I know.
I tell her, I'm like, I'm not texting you on the weekends. That's your family time.
But if you text
no.
on the weekends, that's exactly what you can say. Hey, I'm not texting you about this. I'm texting you to see, hey, how did your daughter do at soccer practice?
Right.
You know, and that's one thing. If you are communicating with someone that you have in both parts of your families, then absolutely let them know, hey, I'm not texting you about work, but how did your daughter do at soccer practice? Or how did the game go? Or did y'all win the game?
And we have those relationships in this industry.
Exactly.
That's what's amazing.
Exactly.
Yes,
and do you know how many young people will look at their phone and go, oh, they wanted to know if something went good for me.
Yeah.
They didn't want to try to sell me anything. They didn't want to try to do anything for me. They were just asking me about me. Yeah. And that's what you have to do. You have to get to know that person.
Yes.
And
And
network.
and you want to get to know them.
Yeah.
Right? Like
absolutely.
Yeah.
Like,
that's the fun part.
And I will say, back to LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram and all those, that's some way that might be your downtime to go through there and go, oh, this, and I'm just going to use you for example. Zanica's daughter had soccer practice. Oh, they had a soccer game, a championship or something like that. Congratulate them. I mean, stay.
Somebody's birthday. You say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yes.
I try to. I've been lazy the last couple months, but I try to always wish somebody happy birthday.
Right.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your work success and all that, because it does make a difference.
Well, then sometimes you get sucked down the rabbit hole of the social media thing. So,
which is a thing.
Yeah.
Set a timer.
Scrolling. Yeah. Well, you can do that on your phone where it'll shut it off.
Yeah.
So you only get like 10 minutes and it'll shut off your social media.
Like a parental control that you can do on your own phone.
On your own phone.
Really?
Yes. Yep.
I don't know about that.
Danica's like, don't tell me that.
Well, but what if I'm in the middle of like
doing something? Yeah. Well, you do that first, right? So I've like scheduled all my social media out for a month now, right? Because I'm traveling, I'm going to be doing so many things. And I'm like, I don't have to be on social media for a month. And I'm like, I don't have to be on social media for a month. You're like so twitching. Used to that. Yeah, dopamine, fix of, oh my word. Even just creating it is a dopamine fix for me. Mm-hmm. It's just the creativity aspect of it.
Well, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So
hard.
It sucks you in.
It does.
It does. Kind of like this industry.
Yes. 100%.
And
I do love seeing what everybody's doing.
Oh.
And the success that they had. That's how I saw on LinkedIn, as I was going through LinkedIn and I saw congratulations on
Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year with Kohler.
Yeah. Every time I turn around, you've got another. You've got another. That's how I was like, you're such a badass.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Thank you. It's neat to get those, and it's rewarding. You look back on, oh my gosh, this is what I've worked for. This is what, this is what my work pays off.
Right.
But I will say, every award that I get, every award that maybe in the future to hold, in the past, it's a team effort. It's not just, like I'm Associate of the Year with the Builders Association. That wasn't just mine. That was every associate in that room. I mean, it is always a team
for sure.
effort. And that's because we're only as good as the people around us.
That's right.
100%.
Yep. So somebody's supporting you.
Exactly.
Right?
So if we look good, it's because of
your
everybody else. I'm just accepting it for
100%.
Exactly. I'm just accepting it for someone else.
Yes.
Yeah. Or for all the others.
It's so true though.
Is there ever a moment you had to advocate for yourself?
Not really.
Okay.
I have to say that I advocated because I was in sales, I advocated for my customer more than I ever had to advocate for myself. I didn't accept the word no from my leaders. It's so hard to say.
Spoken from a true salesperson.
I didn't. So I didn't have to. I just assumed
Right.
that I was fighting for my customer. It kind of like take me out of the picture. I'm fighting for them,
Right.
or I'm fighting for whoever I'm trying to help. So really, for me, I don't think I had to advocate for myself. I just assumed that I belonged.
So you didn't have to advocate for a promotion. You didn't have to advocate to be recognized for something that you did. There was nothing like that in there for you.
Nope.
Because you were on this. Okay.
I just
Probably because she works 24/7.
I did learn to multitask.
Yeah.
I don't mean this in conceited at all.
No,
but
you're not.
I just assumed that was what I was
And
there
that
to
is
do.
such a salesperson right there.
Yeah.
It's just you assume that that's how it's going to be and you manifest that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You truly do.
What helped you build confidence? I know the credibility
Ooh.
part is doing what you say you're going to do, but like the confidence part, especially being a woman.
Like in yourself.
Yeah, in yourself, like a woman in construction.
That's hard. It's hard if you can gain it and grow it as you experience it. At first, I don't know that I didn't already have some confidence. I don't know that I would have ever interviewed at Ferguson in 92 if I didn't have confidence. Like, I can do that.
Yeah.
You know, how hard can it be?
Yeah.
Well, when you're working in an pretty much all male dominated industry in plumbing at Home Depot, and I don't care if it's Home Depot, you're still in plumbing. And I ask some very hard questions because I know nothing when I go in there.
Oh yeah, people come in with their little brown bags.
Oh,
And
I come in with my phone. I need this.
Yeah. Before the phones, you dumped your brown bag
That's
apart
right.
on the floor.
Yes.
And
Yeah. And you have to deal with a very male dominated, especially in the 90s, women were not working in Home Depot.
No.
Right.
I got a lot of looks.
Yeah. So you probably dealt with so much of that at the beginning. It just off your shoulder as time went on.
Yeah, probably a little bit because it was just like you had that thick skin that you talked about.
Yep.
Mhm.
You have to have the thick skin, and I just didn't. I mean, I did get a lot of looks probably, but
I've known you since I started in this industry in 2014, and you've always seemed very confident in your ability and the person that you are, and you've always stayed very
There's
humble.
no crying on this show.
I know there's no crying in plumbing.
so I said, I used to say, because people would go, oh my gosh, they've got to have this bathtub. They've got to have this. They've got to have that. No one's going to die over plumbing either. So.
Yeah. Why does it feel like that sometimes, though?
Well, unless they drown in the
Some
bathtub, you
people
sell them. But no.
are like seriously over their stuff. Like is amazing.
Yeah. But you've always
It's perspective.
stayed like, yeah.
It's thank you. That it means a lot. And it means my friendships in this industry are probably what keep me going.
Right.
The reason that I want to get up and do what I do. I mean, I've said this, I get to do what I want to do every day.
Yeah.
So it's not a job.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just what I get to do.
Really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Is
so,
there ever retirement in the future? Or are you going to do this forever?
you know,
Like, I'm so happy. I'm just going to keep trucking.
I am. Like, I don't know if there's retirement anytime soon. I love what I get to do every day.
Right.
That's
I get to
awesome.
work with, now that I work for Kohler, it's like, you know, before when you were working at Ferguson, you had friends at Morrison, or if you had friends here and you're like, oh my gosh, what if I go to lunch with the competition?
Mhm.
Now I get to see all my friends and work with all my friends.
Right.
Yeah.
And still do what I love to do. And
Does it feel like there's any competition, really? I mean, there's enough room for everyone.
there is. And I can see people from other manufacturers and I'm like, I go up and give them a
Right.
hug, and
Yeah.
Now, were you like that at the beginning?
probably not till after I left Ferguson. I thought Ferguson was the only thing
Right.
out there.
Right.
And then when I left there and you know, went to a different place, it was like, oh, something else does exist.
Right.
But I always considered those people at Ferguson my friends.
Right.
Yeah.
And never once did I look at someone and go, oh, you work for the competition.
Right.
You know, I'm like,
Right.
I just assumed that I get back to that assumption. I just
Yeah.
assumed they wanted to be my friend.
Yeah.
So that's what
Right.
I wanted to be their friend. So,
I love it.
and we don't
That's
always have to
awesome.
talk. You don't have to always talk shop.
No.
No.
But-
Oh, gosh.
Right. And at those places, you just don't want to anyway.
It's a challenge sometimes.
What does leadership look like you today? Look like to you today?
To me?
Yeah. You know.
So I obviously am vice chair of PWB for the Texas Association of Builders. I think that's like what we talked about here previously. We're going to manifest it.
Yeah.
Teresa's going to join me in 2027.
Yeah, that's happening.
And we're going to go all over the state of Texas.
Are you going to vote her in like Tiffany did for you?
Absolutely.
Or whatever that was?
She's already nominate.
Okay, nominate.
Yeah.
I mean, Tiff, I loved that.
We're
She
gonna
stood
get little
up
buttons.
and she said, I nominate. We should totally get buttons.
We're going to get buttons like they did for
I love
the
it. Yes.
for the
With your
the presidency.
Yes.
Yes, put my
Yep.
face on
Yep.
it.
I love it.
Yep.
But speaking to that, I love the way Tiffany stood up for you and she just went down the list. Well, she did, and then you know.
She's awesome. And that's what it's back to those. I mean, that's a relationship I didn't have before the BuildHERS Association.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think
all my relationships outside of one friend has been in the BuildHERS Association.
mhm.
Yeah.
It truly is. Like even you're mentoring the young ones that
That are
someone said, and I don't, again, not to be conceited, but I want young people to come and go, I want to be Amy Burns.
Yeah.
Like I want people to say, I want to be Amy Burns because that means I'm doing my job.
Exactly.
I'm doing something and then I'm ready to take the next step so they can be the next Amy Burns.
Right.
Hopefully
Right.
there's a lot of Amy Burns out there
Right.
that are coming up because I will retire one day and all of us will not be sitting here and the younger generation will come up and they're going to carry on what we started.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's really neat.
I think that the biggest thing that the new generation needs to really hear out of this conversation is that it's a lot of hard work. Set your boundaries at the beginning
Mhm.
and then work during those hours that you have. And you're not going to get it tomorrow and you're not going to get it in 5 years from now. It's going
No.
to take some time to really build those relationships. But it is there and you can do it. And if
Absolutely.
we did it during the time of the world that we did it in the 90s and the 2000s, y'all, it is so much more open now to women being in this industry. You can do it.
You can.
You just have to put the time and the effort into it and keep going and don't give up.
And wouldn't you say we have so many more resources now than we did back
Oh,
then?
yeah,
Even if you just
absolutely.
think about the PWB,
Right.
the fact that it started in Texas and did you say
In
2018?
Texas. It's been
Well, but
around for 75 years.
It's been
Yes.
around a long time. We brought it to Texas in 18 or
19.
19.
Right.
Yes.
Mhm.
So there's that.
We got ours in Dallas 4 years ago.
Yeah.
4 years ago.
And you just got chartered.
Yes, we just got
Yes.
chartered.
This
Yes,
last,
yes. So that's crazy. I didn't even know it existed for the last 16, 17 years.
The
If I would have known, I would have been like advocating for that.
Oh, I
You
would
know,
have been
yeah.
at every meeting.
Oh,
yes.
Yes, but we didn't know. It
No.
wasn't prominent. It wasn't
Yes.
important.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
We have NAWIC.
It wasn't.
But
like,
that was more commercial based than it was.
No,
home
I know.
building.
I'm just saying there
Yeah.
are more resources
There are.
than there used to
Than
be.
there
yes,
used to be.
yes.
I mean,
But they've been around for a while too.
yeah, they have.
I didn't even know
But-
half
but
of those women groups were around.
Well, but that's the point, right?
Yeah.
Like I didn't know.
Yeah, that's insane.
And now we have BuildHERS, which we're hoping to do like networking events, and we're hoping to do more things.
And just
where
bring
we
women in
can-
construction together.
Yeah, just
Absolutely.
not just us talking. Like that's not the point of this. There's a bigger, larger initiative here,
Yes.
supporting women coming in,
The
next
workforce
generation.
development.
Yeah.
all
Oh,
of
well, the
that.
workforce development is huge,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
yeah,
That's our main
our
and then
main
just having a
focus.
platform for women where they
Yeah.
feel comfortable being in this industry.
And then we have the Amy Burns of the world that come on and speak their experience and wisdom and
Right.
giving. Seriously, the things that you've shared are key. And so the women coming in that are new, that don't know what they're doing and don't know where to start, like you've
Keep
given
going.
some
And-
key nuggets.
don't be afraid to ask.
Exactly.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to ask because if you can ask, that means it's back to that. You write it down and then
Mhm.
ask behind the scenes.
Yep.
Because that's the only way you're going to learn.
Yeah.
Remember that I want to be better tomorrow than today.
Right.
Then ask.
Yeah.
Ask the question. Ask to meet the person.
Learn.
Ask for the order.
Yep.
Ask for the sale. I mean, ask for
Yeah.
everything. If you don't ask, you'll never receive.
Have you ever raised your voice?
Um,
You are so like soft spoken,
Home-
like sweet and kind.
At home,
and,
it's a lot
like-
different.
I was going to say, can I take that statement and take it with
Wrap
me?
it up
Yeah.
and
wrap
show
it up
everybody
and-
at home what
Wait,
they
let me
said.
get my recorder on. Zanika said,
You look so like
there are times, but think about all of the things that you go through during the day in
Yeah.
this industry.
Yeah.
And think about, and I've been yelled at, and you get more bees with honey.
Oh, you
so
do. So
100%. So
100%.
true.
I I want to be a big jar of honey, I guess.
Yes.
I mean,
I'm only half of a jar right now. I'm learning to be a big jar.
big jar of honey.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all a learning experience.
It is.
It is. But they're getting back to those boundaries.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
Well, we're going to have to wrap up today.
Oh,
I know. I
already?
told you it was going to go
I
by
know. It
fast,
does go by
right?
very
Oh my
fast.
goodness.
So it brings us to the end of today's episode. We have the BuildHERS podcast, and we're so grateful that you came today and
thank
shared
you
your
for having
journey.
me. Thank you.
and your
Are we really
insights.
done?
We are. This is a reminder that success isn't always about speed. It's about resilience, adaptability, and staying true to who you are as you grow.
For women building careers in construction, Amy's experience shows what's possible when you commit to learning, leading, and evolving over time. Thank you for listening and for being a part of the BuildHERS community. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with someone you could benefit from hearing it.
All right, Zanika, close us out with the quote of the day.
All right. The real impact of a long career isn't just what you build, it's who you make it easier for along the way.
Oh, I love that.
That's so true.
And that is so what you speak
that's
to,
what
and that's
we're
what you stand
doing.
for. Yes, that's what we're
Yes.
doing. But
Yeah.
that's so resonated with
with
you
exactly
sharing
who
our,
you are
your
as a person.
journey.
Yeah. It's like as you go to the top, just grab the ones beside and
Yep.
take them with you.
Exactly.
That's right.
Very
I
good.
love that.
I want to cry. You're so sweet.
Oh.
We used to.
There's no crying.
I know.
on
There's no
BuildHERS.
crying and plumbing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you
next
for
time.
coming on.
Thank
Well, we're going to
Okay.
wrap this up,
Thank you for having
everybody.
me.
Thank you so much for listening. We love you.
Thank you. Love you. Bye.
BuildHERS Club is a production by Monarch Media Hub.
Recorded and edited by MZ Studios and executive produced by the amazing Abigail Thompson.
Hosted by me, Teresa Williams.
And me, Zanika Scusa. If you have a topic you want us to discuss, message us on Instagram at BuildHERS Club.
or email us at hello@monarchmediahub.com. That's HELLO@monarchmediahub.com.
And as always, when commenting, please use grace. We're here to build each other up.